Hi there, my name is Claire. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where you get what you pay for. You paid nothing. Today I'm going to be talking about Todd Phillips' Joker and all of the controversy behind it. Joker certainly stirred up a lot of controversy when it was first released. In fact, there were many theaters that didn't even want to show the movie. A lot of this came from a fear of a mass shooting occurring or some sort of gun violence happening in a theater. Honestly, after seeing the movie, I don't really blame them. Because if someone is looking to see that interpretation in the movie, they definitely can. But it's not just that. A quick search on Twitter for the terms Joker and Oscars.
Lord, damn, baby, what is it doing, baby? No, damn, baby, what is it? Damn.
People are so passionate about this movie to the point where they're having arguments on Twitter and genuinely getting upset about the message or moral behind the story. I wanted to talk about the two generalized opinions and interpretations people have about this movie, who was right, and what I think the movie is trying to say. The first interpretation of this movie is that it is a dangerous film that teaches people that if they feel victimized by society, they should commit extremely violent crimes. The second interpretation of this movie is that it is a wake-up call that we need to be kind and understanding to each other. We need to have empathy because we never know what's going on in a person's life. And then an overall interpretation of the film that's kind of a part of both interpretations as well as its own third thing is that it's a commentary on America's corrupt health industry as well as an accurate representation of class struggle. There is such a lively debate about whether this movie is dangerous for the public to consume or incredibly important. So who is right? I'm gonna give you a cop-out answer and say that that's really up to you and your interpretation of the film. The baggage you're carrying going in will impact the interpretation you have leaving the film. Personally, I think that both have their good and reasonable qualities, but they're taken to an extreme extent. Before I go any further, leave a like if you're enjoying this video and comment below any other movies you want to hear me talk about. The next video I make will be an in-depth analysis on a music video that has gotten 20 million views. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified when that video is released. Also, spoilers for Joker 2019 are ahead. So if you don't want the movie ruined for you, I would jump ship here. Here's my opinion and interpretation on the impact of Joker. The first act of Joker 2019 spends a lot of energy making you pity Arthur. The opening scene is him getting beat up by teenagers. Then he's fired from his job, he's not listened to and assumed to be wrong at work. He takes care of his mom, he has poor living conditions, severe mental health issues such as an eating disorder, laughing disability, depression, apathy, and psychopathic tendencies. He loses his therapist, he can't play with the kid on the bus, and he's teased for laughing on the train and ends up once more getting beat up. His entire life is so incredibly sad, nothing good happens to him. Even the girl who we think is a kindred spirit that appreciates him, their relationship is a made-up fantasy in his brain. Nothing good in his life is real. So it's clear that Todd Phillips wants you to feel bad for this man. This is where the film takes a turn. After the inciting incident of the movie, he stalks his female neighbor. He kills 3 men on the subway, he kills his mother, he kills Randall, he assaults Alfred, he sexually assaults a woman on television, and then in the climactic moment of the film, he kills Murray Franklin, who for a time appeared to be a father figure to Arthur, in his head at least. Suddenly, Arthur is committing violent crimes, harming people, and enjoying himself. Because Joker is humanized and we elicit empathy for him at the beginning of the film, viewers can leave feeling like Arthur's violence was justified. With the humanization of Joker, viewers can see themselves in him. They can more easily romanticize his character and forgive his extremely dark actions. So yes, the movie has dangerous potential, but it is more than victimizing the villain. It is also about realizing words and actions have consequences. And yes, the movie is a wake-up call to treat people with kindness, but we shouldn't extend our sympathy to the point of justifying his violence. We shouldn't be rooting for anyone in the film. All the main and supporting characters are flawed and in some way at fault for Joker's inevitable conclusion, and this includes Arthur. And that is such an interesting way to go about making a movie. At the end of the day, it is important to approach this movie with some self-awareness. And remember that while there is understanding and pity for Joker's circumstances, there is never enough justification for his actions. Altogether, I thought it was a great movie that people should not be afraid to see. Does it deserve 11 Oscar nominations? Maybe not, but that's not to say that it doesn't deserve any. As always, I recommend watching the movie for yourself and forming your own opinion.